Hi, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness show. Today we'll have an unboxing. So I haven't done one of these shows in quite some time. Just haven't felt like talking, I guess, in front of the camera. Really don't feel like it now, but you know, you push yourself to do stuff sometimes that you might not necessarily want to. I've been doing videos. I don't know if people have seen the last two. Not that I'm telling you to go check them out or anything, but I have been posting them. I actually covered a PC game, which I haven't covered in a long time. I was trying to find a good way with Windows 10 to record them because some of the ways that I used to record videos hasn't been all that compatible, but I found a good way to record them. Unfortunately, a lot of the games that I've wanted to record with the few PC games that I own that I really like, that would like to share with you guys, some of them aren't compatible. One of them is Max Payne 1 without going into all the files and altering things and going on forums and stuff. There hasn't been a lot of good solutions. I got Max Payne 2 to work. I can't get Medal of Honor Allied Assault to work, but I did make a video on Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, which I haven't put up the Rising Sun video yet, but it's like day and night. It's such a better game. I'm actually kind of dreading doing the Medal of Honor Rising Sun video, to be honest with you. Medal of Honor Frontline wasn't that bad, but it wasn't as good as Medal of Honor Allied Assault, in my personal opinion. And this is coming from somebody who at the time didn't have a PC, who actually bought the game, that had to play it at a friend's house because they liked it that much. It's kind of shitty to go visit your friend just so you can play the game. I thought my computer was going to be able to run it, but when it did, it was on some of the more graphically intensive scenes like D-Day and stuff like that. I couldn't handle it. It was on its last leg anyway. Like, it was pretty outdated by the time I got Medal of Honor Allied Assault, so it was a lost cause. And I'm curious to go back to the game. I think you can get the war chest digitally for $9.99 from Origin, which is fine because everything's like updated and works fine. And for the first game and the 2 expansion packs isn't a big deal. I probably paid way more for that for just the 1 game. And it would be cool to look back. Maybe I won't like it anymore, but I doubt it. I've really been wanting to go back and play World War II games because there's been sort of a drought as far as contemporary World War II games, and it kind of started in the 7th gen. There wasn't a whole lot of them after Call of Duty World at War, and a few almost, even though they weren't off-brand, those History Channel World War II games weren't nearly as good. Wolfenstein: The New Order is kind of like, it starts out anyway as like a World War II game, and then you have the Old Blood. It's like a World War II game, but they kind of made up their weapons and stuff. Absolutely love those games, don't get me wrong, but going back and revisiting some of these titles really makes me miss World War II games. And Battlefield 1, even though it's in World War I, they've taken a lot of liberties with the level design and how the war was fought, etc., etc. And it looks like it plays more like a World War II game, which makes me want a World War II game even more. I really wish EA would resurrect the Medal of Honor license. They could have the modern games take place with the Battlefield license and whatever offshoots they have, and bring the Medal of Honor series full circle back to World War II. And I know I bitched about it, and I'm not flip-flopping or whatever. I had every intention of picking up the game when it got cheap. Price-wise, not gameplay-wise. Why would I want to play it if it was cheaper gameplay-wise? But I think it had potential of them fixing itself, and I really liked the first game, and they've really done a good job of patching it up. And I really am thinking about making a video revisiting it. Like, the frame rate's way better than it ever was, which makes the gameplay way better. I have a better understanding of how to play. It's not the best game in the world, but if I really like the guerrilla tactics, and if they took the guerrilla tactics and the Frostbite engine, and like, I think Medal of Honor Underground, like a sequel to that, or maybe even a reboot with that, with Manon, the old characters. I think that would be the best format for that kind of game, since you really didn't get the guerrilla warfare in the PS1 game because there was only so many things you could do on the PS1. The levels were quite linear. So, yeah, that would be so cool to have a Medal of Honor Underground game on the Frostbite engine and have it open world like a sandbox, maybe have optional missions, and then maybe have several sandboxes, so each level's a sandbox. Kind of like the way Medal of Honor Airborne was, but more interactive, more side quests that are optional, and destructible environments. EA, hire me, seriously. But anyway, I actually got a box today from Vinniecorleone, which is really cool. I know a lot of you guys who watch these videos get packages all the time. I don't really, ever. So this is really cool. It's really kind that he thought about me and everything, and I'm excited to open this up. I have my trusty knife. It's not that trusty because I found it recently, but this is actually a real Swiss Army knife, or at least I think it is. One of them is off-brand. I have a U.S. Swiss Army knife, meaning I just bought it from the U.S. I don't know where the hell it was made. And this one's actually from the Netherlands when my dad went to go visit Amsterdam. And this one was ironically cheaper, but way better and heavier duty. And the symbol on it's different. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe that's the off-brand one. I don't know where my one that I got from America. My one that I bought here is from, actually I didn't buy it, I got it as a gift for getting Principal's Honor Roll when I was a kid. It's like, here's a knife, isn't that weird? Like, you got Principal's Honor Roll, here's a knife, cool. But yeah, it has like your typical stuff, like a screwdriver that doesn't fit into anything that you need it to. Beside the knife, I'd have to say that my favorite feature of this is the toothpick. So, yeah, that's like the most essential thing in this whole setup. I mean, yeah, bottle opener, great. Toothpick, amazing. Always looking for toothpicks. Now, the thing probably has like friggin' botulism on it by now, but you know, it was nice when it was new. So, here's the box. Sorry if I look all trashy or whatever. I was actually cleaning the house when this package came, and I was excited about opening the package, so I didn't want to wait. So I'm wearing my comfortable freebie tool shirt and probably sweaty and gross, which luckily the 720p camera on the PlayStation 4, I'll downgrade it so you can't see how nasty and sweaty I am all the way 100%. So I'm going to do my best attempt to open up this box since I don't get a lot of them. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Wasn't that like really sad and Oliver Twist like that I said that? But no, I really appreciate getting this box. Like, I don't do channels to get free shit and stuff like that, and I'm not trying to sound like what some of these paid YouTubers call the white knights of YouTuber, that's like, I'm on your side but I'm really not, and all this shit. I'm not doing it for packages or trying to trash other people and pretend to be a white knight. This is really appreciative. If you notice, if you comment on my channel, I try to do my best to comment and try to be all around everyone's friend as long as they're polite and shit. I mean, if you're gonna be a dick, I'm gonna be a dick back, but typically that doesn't happen. It happens a few times, but I meet more nice people than I don't. So, yeah. I'm actually doing kind of a good job on this. I'm sort of proud of myself. Look at that. I should be a professional box opener, I swear. Peanuts. Now, hopefully, the cat won't jump into this because she's gonna look like a poodle. But he talked about this a little bit. To give you a little backstory, a few videos ago I did a video of Star Trek. I guess it's just called Star Trek. I was gonna say the movie. The Star Trek game on PlayStation 3 that was based on the movie, and I made a comment that the original series used to come on when I was a kid, like after cartoons, but I couldn't really appreciate it then because I didn't grow up in the 60s and we didn't like cover the 60s in the public school system until later on. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about getting these because I said I would like to revisit Star Trek as I got older, which I normally wouldn't do. Somebody just wrote me a comment. I apologize. I should have put it on the side, but I wanted to make sure you got to see the box. I really hope if this video stays, the sound is there, but one time I recorded the video, hopefully this isn't the second time, where I recorded it with my camera muted, which was awesome. So I looked like a damn fool for a while until I figured out that I didn't have any sound. But yeah, I was really excited about getting these, and I didn't even say what it was, but yeah, he watched my video and he heard me say like how I was interested in revisiting Star Trek and giving it another chance now that I knew what was going on at the time, because I think with this show, in order to really appreciate it, you had to kind of know the politics of what was going on in the time, what was going on in society, etc., etc. So watching it as a kid, as a space show, it just, and not being from that era, it just doesn't work as well. And they apparently redid the special effects on these. So he upgraded to Blu-ray. These are really nice boxes, and he gave me all 3 seasons of his DVD sets, which come in amazing boxes. Holy cow, these are really nice. Thank you, Dean, by the way. If I didn't already say it. I know I've said it like to you and on the phone or whatever in messages, but still, I really appreciate it. These are some of the nicest cases I've ever seen for a DVD set. I remember when they first came out, they were ridiculously expensive. And he sent this movie, The Car, which it's like a horror movie. I'll read the back of it for you. Anchor Bay. Usually if Anchor Bay distributes it, it's typically good. Like Anchor Bay always kind of distributes like cult classic movies now that they have some money because they distributed Walking Dead. I'm surprised another company didn't hop on that, but growing up, especially during the VHS era, not growing up, I was around a teenager, Anchor Bay was the company to go to get all your George A. Romero films and all your really gory films. And I don't know if this has it, but a lot of Anchor Bay DVDs and VHSs had a backside. This one doesn't have a backside, but it actually comes with a nice booklet. A lot of the VHS tapes had a I know this isn't high resolution, but you get the idea. A lot of the Anchor Bay VHS tapes had the slip cover where you could take it out, and then they would have like a back that looks a lot like this. I remember bringing my Evil Dead 2 slip cover, my Dawn of the Dead director's cut slip cover to school, and I'm sure the teachers wondered why the hell I was watching that shit. But I'll read the back of it since it's only like a paragraph. Is it a phantom, a demon, or the devil himself? Sheriff Wade, parent. The font's a little bit weird and my eyesight needs to get checked, so if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, which there's a good chance I might. Is on a mission to stop a monstrous black sedan that roared out of the desert without warning and mercilessly began to terrorize the residents of a small New Mexican town. First, I thought I skipped a line. I need my index card I typically read with. First, it crushed 2 bicycles under its wheel. A young hitchhiker was next. Soon, nobody in Santa Ynez was safe from its demonic steel belted radials. The car appears to be indestructible. No one knows where it came from, and no one knows who or what is driving it. What they do know, however, is that this turbocharged terror has to be destroyed before it's too late. Now this almost sounds like a combination of like a Grindhouse film and actually the film Christine, which I have on my shelf over there, John Carpenter's Christine. If you haven't seen that film, you should definitely check it out. I definitely look forward to checking this out. Dean knows I have a thing for B movies, especially B horror movies. So this looks cool. Thanks. He threw this in and told me afterwards. I knew that it's in the Star Trek cases and stuff like that, or call them cases, but these DVD sets that are in a case, they're really nice. I remember seeing a lot of these DVD cases. It's just like the X-Files. I like saw these nice things, but back then these were ridiculously expensive. I was washing dishes at the time when this came out, so it would probably take me a few weeks just to afford one of these, and since I'm not all that familiar as an adult with the original 60s show, that would be quite an investment on a gamble. Now that I'm older and I know more about it, I'm really looking forward to get into these. I still have to finish my X-Files set. There's like 250 episodes. I don't even know if I'll be able to finish it this year. There's a hatch on here. It was loose in the packaging, but it's not broke, so don't freak out. I'll put this aside because that's just gonna be annoying trying to watch me. But there's just a little hatch with two little pieces of plastic that go on the hinge. I said a hatch. It's a hinge. But yeah, and they're double-sided. If you happen to have, it's backwards because of the camera, I apologize. If you happen to have a HD DVD player, which was the competition for Blu-ray for a while, you can watch it on that. He got the Blu-ray sets. And he kept these in really nice condition, and I'm sure he watched them quite a bit too. So thank you again. This means a lot, and I will check these out. I have so many show obligations, so I can't give you a time frame, but I definitely want to check them out. Yeah, these are nice, and they actually have like a plastic disc holder, which is nice. A lot of these DVDs you get either have this hinged, or Blu-rays for that matter. I only usually get DVDs now if I can't find the Blu-ray or they don't have a Blu-ray. But I've been trying to get Blu-rays when I can. I'm trying to talk to you guys, and be careful when I close this, so I'm just going to put this on the side because I don't want to mess anything up. So yeah, and those are those ones. That's so cool. I'll show you a few DVDs that I haven't been happy with the way they package them, and I wish they would do this. Package some of these DVDs a little bit more carefully. I'll show you my biggest pet peeves. Just 1 second. I'm still here. I didn't die. Where's the we use Star Wars, what the fuck? Alright, so sorry, I thought about this last minute. This is the one that annoys me the least amount. This is Star Wars. This was the re-release. I actually had a bunch of Best Buy points when I got my newer TV, and yeah, I had enough to actually get this. This came out right before episode 7 did. But yeah, these aren't so bad. This is how the X-Files one is too. It sucks that you have to buy this whole set just to get the bonus features on them. You can do the math. I believe it's 9 discs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9 discs. So that means you get 6 films and then 3 bonus discs. So you get all these bonus features, but if you actually spend more money and buy them separately, like the original trilogy In the prequel trilogy, you don't get the extras, which I think is really fucked up. This doesn't say Disney on it either. I wonder if this was Lucasfilm's last hurrah, because episode 7 actually says Disney on it, so maybe this was Lucasfilm's last hurrah. Yeah, 20th Century Fox made this particular one. Maybe they have the rights to distributing the old films, because Disney's logo is all over episode 7, go figure. Now this came in a nice acrylic green box, weeds. But look at this. Luckily, Blu-rays are scratch resistant. I like the book format, but in between the pages of this cardboard book, you have to pull out the Blu-rays. I hate that. But positive thing is Blu-rays are scratch resistant, so it's a pain in the ass, but no damage done. As long as you don't watch them religiously. Maybe if you watch them religiously, pulling them back and forth, but after a few times of taking them in and out, they come out really easy. Now this is absolutely unacceptable. These are DVDs. These do scratch easy. This is Portlandia. This is one of my favorite little comedy sketch shows. Like, I look forward to it. It's really absurd. It's not for everyone. I think the girl on there is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have like a small crush on her. Don't tell anyone, even though I'm broadcasting this on YouTube. Look at this. That's fucking grocery store bag textured cardboard on a fucking DVD. I'm surprised these aren't scratched yet, but I've been so paranoid, I've only pulled these out like a handful of times. As much as I like the artwork to this and like the official artwork, I just basically said the same thing twice. I might have to switch the cases because I don't know what they were thinking. Unless people aren't buying them, because I know it's harder to find. Because Portlandia season 1 actually came in a regular box, although it's recycled. That's another thing. I guess it's eco-friendly, but at least they didn't punch the holes out of those arrows like they typically do in most DVDs. But that's my rant on that, even though it's not really a rant. It's more of a ramble if it's coming from me, isn't it really? But yeah, thank you so much, Dean. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and my sporadic randomness. I look forward to watching these. I have no idea when I get to them, but I definitely will. I kind of want to stay on task and finish the X-Files first, but I will definitely watch these. I'm excited to have a new perspective on an older show, and they redid the special effects and everything, which I'm also looking forward to. So that was really kind of you to think of me, and hopefully this was interesting for you guys to watch, and I will definitely check this out too. This looks cool. It looks weird in reverse. It almost looks like it could be its own logo. But thank you so much again for watching the channel. Thank you, Dean, for donating these wonderful DVDs in a nice little package. They almost are worthy to put on display on their own. They look like something from the Enterprise. But I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, take care, and I will talk to you on the next video. It'll probably be a video game related video, not one of these talkies, because you probably don't want to see my face all that much. But thank you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, bye. And I'll eventually figure out how to turn this off.